I've kind of changed the format up a tiny bit here, because at the moment we are bringing you the action of TCM versus OX in the CG Invite tournament. So we're not at Corsair Cup anymore. I think all the games are done for tonight. So yeah, we've kind of jumped over ship here to this instead. And I think Enzy's still lurking in the shadows somewhere. You hear Enzy?
Yeah, I am here. I'm just currently making a Tech 9 post, so if you could just take over and I'll just quickly message you on them.
Well, I think you said this was live to go on Crossfire, is that correct?
Yes.
Alright, so we are in the first round here. OX will be on defense, of course, TCM therefore on the attack. The old Online Kingdom, old power lineup added into the mix of Jermaine, of course, as Lehu will open up onto Lubishmir here. ToxJ trying to get that bomb down. Froster comes in with a frag onto Shah though. Nice support work there from Froster, making sure Shah couldn't make a nuisance of himself on the planter. And with a lot of rounds of Crossfire, very much B dominated. 3 players from TCM looking around B. ToxJ is going to go for the full plant here, feeling he's got a chance to get it down. That's exactly what's going to happen. He did get the bomb down, but shut down literally a millisecond afterwards. It's gone into a 4 versus 2 situation, so perhaps TCM overextended themselves, and they're going to be punished for that right now, as OX is going to push up. However, B site is possible to cover in the 2 versus 4 situation, as Jermaine has picked up the first frag onto Mirko. But they're going to have to be careful here, because OX.Enermax are starting to push in. They know one player is top of corner building, and Lehu is going to go in first, takes down Jermaine, so it's now 1 versus 3 against Froster, who has just taken out Umbe. 13 seconds remaining on the timer. They have to be careful here. Got to get that cover down, as Massa is going to go for the full defuse. Lehu is just going to camp it. Froster comes around the corner here, does pick up the frag onto Lehu, and the double onto Massa. Brilliant stuff from Froster. Picks up the last 3, and that was just absolute timing right there and then, ladies and gents. Waited and waited even more, and then picked up the double right at the death. 4 frags in the first round, 1-0 to TCM-NZ. Welcome to the game.
Well, I just click on COD 4 and I see Froster just raping faces, and again with a double frag. Wow, Lehu and Shah go down. Messa with the scope going to come in onto Jermaine. Froster, I'm currently following on the melons. He is just lurking around looking for that all-important pick, as the bomb looks to be getting faked, as Lubishmir going to come in with that SMG. Mirko with an AK frag of his own, as Mirko is going to get heavily tagged. Messa with a beautiful scope shot onto ToxJ. Lubishmir with the SMG. Messa going to come in with a deagle. So it's 1v1. Froster versus Messa. Scope versus SMG. Let's see who's going to come out on top. They are going to meet each other any second now, as Froster has seen a glimpse of Messa, and Messa has seen a glimpse of Froster, and he's going to get the scope frag onto Froster. Range will beat SMG any day, as that's going to be 1-0.
Oh, I'm getting some weird lag, Enzy. Typical. Right, I'm back again. I think. Yes, I am. Let's take it over with the scope of Paradox then. Literally the first player I came to. Must be an omen that something special is going to happen from this R700. Not too much at the moment though, as heavy smoke did go down, and Bialy couldn't really see much of what was going on, and base came under heavy fire. And Paradox gets a nice flick shot there onto Massa, who was peering up the street. Unfortunate for him, Paradox was still peering round. 3, make that 4 frags for TCM, not looking too good for OX.Enermax. Only Lehu remains. He has picked up the first and the second onto Jermaine, nearly gets the third onto Froster, but Froster a tiny bit too quicker in that exchange, and that takes it to a 2 versus 1 on the scoreline.
Indeed it will, and someone actually just saying in chat, we've already seen 6 frags tonight. Hell yeah, we've seen an ace, we've seen clutches, we've seen now Froster's 1v2 clutch, beautiful clutch there, and just everything tonight in just the second game. So the nade's going to come down and shot Umbe down, Lubishmir with the SMG, Lehu now down, Mirko with the AK, Froster with a headshot, as Shah will be dropped. Mirko and Messa remain for the OX.Enermax side against Paradox, ToxJ, Froster and Jermaine. Jermaine going to come in with the AK, Messa now down, Mirko's been spotted, and he is now down as well, courtesy of Jermaine, as that deagle's going to come into good use. 3-1.
You can't help but love the Deeg, unless you're on the receiving end of it, of course. Froster has moved to 9 frags here, top fragging by literally double at the moment. A lot of 4 spread out. Lehu, Messa, Jermaine and Lubishmir have all got 4. However, Lubishmir did just get taken down from Lehu, so that has kind of completely tipped the balance. Not too much going on here, as Paradox has dropped the frag grenade onto Shot. And the bomb is going down fast from ToxJ here. Can he get the fast plant once again? No, he can't. As Umbe will get the M4 frag onto ToxJ just at the corner of Bin. In the meantime, Froster has been dropped, as is Paradox at the moment. So 1 versus 4 situation against Jermaine. Can't even pick up the 1 as Umbe comes in with the M4 once again. 3-2. And OX pulling this one back.
Let's have a look. Paradox, where are you? Let's follow on to Paradox, if I can find him. There he is. The trusty R700 going to be looking for the cross-scope on the street. Not going to land any frags though, but ToxJ will coming in with that AK. Lehu now down for the OX side. Paradox is just going to move his way towards Melon, throw that nade out as Jermaine drops Mirko in his tracks. Paradox seeing fire coming from that top A site. Isn't able to land the frag. He gets a few tags on himself there as the fake does come out from ToxJ once again. Lubishmir, Paradox and Shah all getting a frag each. Shah remaining for OX. Where is Shah? Well, he's dead. That's the answer for that.
That nade.
That would be 4-2.
I'm not sure if we saw it, but a nade was literally on the wooden stairs at A building. I don't know if it was a fail nade or what, but yeah, he walked straight into that one. And as he said, 4-2 is the scoreline. Shaw with a very fast ball, and he's made good use of it here, getting into Melons. There is a potential frag left and right here. Doesn't pick up anything there. He comes back around the corner, does pick up the kill onto ToxJ before being shut down from Froster. If he'd picked that kill up onto ToxJ sooner, could have got the double, but wasted a bit of time. Merkel back onto Jermaine before being taken down from Froster as well. Mesa gets Paradox on the cross there. Nice scoping action. Lubishmir back onto Lehu, just back and forth action here throughout this round so far. Lubishmir has spotted a player at top of A. Big exchange of bullets coming left, right and centre, and finally Lubishmir will get the frag onto Umbe, who I thought nearly scampered away with his life by the skin of his teeth. Either way, 2 versus 1 situation against Mesa is of course the scope for OX.Enermax. Just heard the bomb starting to be planted from Froster, trying the wall bangs. Nothing is working out for him as of yet. Needs to be careful because Lubishmir is prowling around this A building. And very nearly gets deagled down there from Mesa. But he's now going to go prone. Prone to win. And there's Froster from the backside of Mesa. Great support work there from TCM. And they do go ahead to a 5-2 lead. NZ, I mean, so far in this matchup, have you got any thoughts?
Myself, or are you asking the audience?
No, but from yourself, is there anything you kind of picked up on here that you'd change? If you're OX, because they are 5-2 behind at the moment.
I really can't spot it. The only thing I can really say is just TCM are really taking advantage of the fake, what ToxJ is actually doing. And they are getting the picks when needed. Maybe OX a bit too peaky or aggressive, but honestly I can't really spot it at the moment. But Lehu, regardless, is going to pick up a nade frag as the round has gone a bit more slower than previous rounds. Currently following Paradox, currently on the bus. Not sure how he got up there without being spotted, and still hasn't been spotted yet. So, drops down, prowling around looking for a frag. One is in top 8. Umber's bottom is going to tag up ToxJ with the M4. Maybe ToxJ going to be going for the plant. He isn't going to go for the real. Unless a nade drops on his head any moment now. Not going to happen as Paradox will get the scope frag. The plant goes down from ToxJ, and Mesa and Lehu remain. Make that Mesa on his lonesome as ToxJ going to get the headshot there. I think that was through smoke as well. ToxJ going to finish off the second one as well onto Mesa, and 6-2 should score.
I think that was through smoke and a wall in the head. What can you do against that? Not too much. Maybe get a thicker helmet, I guess. But not going to work out for now. Is OX do find themselves 6-2 behind? For me, NZ, if I was them, I'd be a bit more aggressive and try and not to walk on those grenades, because they have been dying quite a lot from early frag grenades, which of course in Crossfire, especially on defense, you do not want to be going men down early on in the round. And they are still one player down as Jermaine will pick out that deagle and absolutely rain down on Merkel. Paradox back onto Umbe, looking precarious once again for OX, who find themselves in a 3 versus 1 situation as 2 frags just get exchanged there. Paradox is going to go for the fast plant. Mesa gets absolutely spit roasted from either side, and it takes it into a 7-2. So yes, Enzi, at the moment I think OX need to be a tiny bit more aggressive and just maybe take slightly different routes, because the grenades are definitely eating them alive at the moment.
What's kind of shining out for me though is Mesa is always the last man standing for OX. Yeah. Maybe it's because he's a scope, but when it happens 3 rounds in a row, what's going on. But anyway, Lehu gonna open up the killing this evening with Lubishmir going down, courtesy of his SMG. Paradox with the scope gonna come into him, but it's gonna be 4v4. All even once again. Shah gonna make it uneven though, as Jermaine will get down from the grenade. Shah just on that B alley looking for a pick. One of the guys in Melons has been allowed to push into the B site. Gonna be pushed back though. He's gonna retreat. Paradox with the Deagle onto Lehu. 3v3 evened out once again. Following on to Mirko now with the SMG. Gonna be pushing up to this light. And TCM are not careful. He can really just dominate these guys from a position like this. He's gonna make his way to top corner building. TCM are still clueless on his position. Sees one on the bus. Hasn't got a clear shot though. Gonna pull out his AK. He's going to get the kill onto Toxj. Going to drop down. Going to be a bit cautious as he has revealed his position. Froster coming in with an SMG as well. Mirko with the second onto Paradox. And Froster's left, sorry. Eagle in hand. Got to retrieve that bomb. Has been spotted from Mirko. Gonna go for the fake first. Froster, just nearly getting the kill onto Mirko. Not going to happen as Mesa is going to mop up this round with the frag onto Froster. That is going to be 7-3. OX 2 more, two more to make it a 7-5. Sorry.
Yeah, they'll want the next 2 rounds, but I think even if they get 1, they're still in this. They've got a glimmer of hope, because, arguably attack is the easier side of Crossfire. A lot of people will say it's a bit easier, but of course at this level, it's more even, in my opinion. But as I was saying before, you saw OX be a bit more aggressive there, and they kind of put TCM off their comfort zone. And I think that's the reason they picked up the round, because they're able to maneuver around the back, to push the sides, and TCM suddenly had to look in 4 or 5 different kind of angles, whereas before they really only had to focus A and CAF. And that's what aggression can do for you on Crossfire, either side. Either way, as I've been talking, has gone down to a 3 versus 2 situation in favour of TCM here. Both OX players situated in top of A. You've got an M4 and the R700, and Jermaine with that bomb is going to try and push through Melons and get that bomb site down as soon as he possibly can. Throwing the smoke out now, going to try and draw out some grenades, or perhaps some gunfire. That's exactly what happens, but unfortunately for him, all of those bullets were aimed on his head, and he gets absolutely demolished there. So 2 versus 2, bomb has gone down from Paradox. As grenade comes in, does miss however, and he is able to scamper away to bus. Now all of the pressure is on OX. All TCM have to do is camp it. Bomb is down. Jermaine will pick up the kill onto Umbe as he tries to jump into bottom A. There isn't the player to his left, and Jermaine will pick up the second as well. Finally, for a second I thought it spoke a bit too soon. Either way, he does pick up the second and takes this to 8-3. For my money, I think OX simply have to win this round, Enzi. This is a critical round.
Absolutely. 9-3. Even if it is on the attack side, 8-4 is acceptable, but 9-3 is just a no-go. Anyway, we will see what transpires here before your eyes, live on Chaos TV. Let's see if OX can bring that round back to an 8-4. Anyway, let's find him, but he has got that Deagle. Froster going to finish Shah off with the SMG. Lubishmir going to come into play as well. Finishing number off. Jermaine with the AK. Lehu with an SMG. Paradox with his trusty scope onto Mesa, and Jermaine going to finish it up. 9-3 as TCM just steamrolled the OX.Enermax side here.
Yeah, but as I said before, attack arguably the easiest side, so perhaps OX are just going to bust out the moves right now, get on that dance floor and start rolling faces all over the place. Hopefully for them they are. But TCM, they have such a good defense in this map. Going right back to Power Gaming, I remember the Crossfire defense was one of those sides you did not want to face them on, because their range is just so good at picking apart the opposition. So don't be too surprised if TCM walk away with this one, but I'm hoping for the neutral and for myself that OX do pull this one back a tiny bit, make it a bit more interesting. What are your predictions here, Anzi?
I think TCM will take this at the end of this, but I think OX will have a good attempt at bringing this one back, but I think the final score is probably going to be about 13-8.
Do you think they'll make a kind of a mini comeback, but
yeah,
at the end of the day,
but it will be halted.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I'll probably go along with that as well. It depends really on how OX open up this. If they get a couple rounds on the board and pull this back to a 9-5, 9-6 situation, they can win. But it's all about momentum, especially on Crossfire. It's one of those maps you want to keep grinding out those results. They have picked the first 2. Lubishmir and Frost have been down. You can add Paradox to that situation too. And Jermaine, Shah with a brilliant rush there into A, picking up the final 2 frags. And again, NC, I've said this time and time again, but that A building is so important on Crossfire. If the attack hold the A building, it's almost impossible to stave off that B plant.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more, Vince. As Lahu is going to push into this mid area. No nades have actually stopped him and the bomb carrier. As Lahu is going to push into Melons. Froster going to shut him down, though. The plant is already going down. He's currently on the bomb. As Lubishmir going to get the deagle. Umber with an eagle as well. Shah with an SMG. The car bomb going to come in from Jermaine. And it's going to go down to a 2v3. Shah and Mirko left standing. The bomb has been planted on top of the bomb site. Paradox and ToxJ remain now as Jermaine goes down, down, down with the deagle. Paradox left standing. It's going to be 6 feet under now as Mirko going to get the headshot. That's going to be 9-5 and TCM really need to stop that mid push. I've seen that twice in a row now in just 2 rounds and that really just dominated them.
Yeah, I mean, OX are very aggressive in attack. That's exactly what you want the attack to be on Crossfire. How many times have we sat here, Enzi, and seen an attack literally be passive and get absolutely molested for it? Time and time again. And this is how you attack Crossfire, guys. They've got the nades down, they're rushing up as well, and a 4 versus 2, fair enough, Paradox has pulled this back to 3v2 with the M4, but you're still fancying OX from this position to take this one home. Have to be careful though, because there is a player in B Alley, and B Alley can be such a great position for an SMG, and it is going to be Froster. Does pick up the frag onto Mirko as I was speaking. And this is what I'm talking about, the B alley, guys. You can literally just camp in here, very vulnerable, the B planter to the B alley player, and especially when that player is Froster, you can't keep your eye off it for even a split second. 2v2, very much snail's pace action at the moment. That onslaught of action at the beginning has definitely subsided, much slower now. You got Froster and B alley, Paradox on Wooden on A, locking both sides down at the moment. And OX kind of fidgety, they're not really committing to anything, they're trying to get the peaks here. But Froster and Paradox, have a look at them, literally haven't moved. Paradox is moving now, nearly got the frag there onto Umbe. And both OX players now going to push the envelope at B. Not A, sorry, my apologies for that. Going to go for the plant. Mesa planting the bomb right now. Froster will pick up the first. Will he get the second? No, he won't. Paradox comes in for the second kill. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. If you're ever in the 2v2 situations, time and time again, you'll see players peak and die. If you had a look at Froster and Paradox there, Enzi, they were both literally motionless, like statues. They were just in the same position for 20-30 seconds, no peeking whatsoever. And that's the reason OX kind of felt the pressure and had to push desperately at the end.
Absolutely. Stretch that time out as much as you can. You're on defense, no need to push, no need to peek. Just wait for them to come to you. And that's exactly what they did. They won the round and bring it to a 10-5. But let's see what good old Froster can do is actually manage to push lockers with that SMG. Gonna pick the frag up onto Mesa. And I think he's going to be pretty mad at his teammates for not stopping him there. But Lehu finally is going to stop him in his tracks. He's going to leave Paradox and ToxJ left standing. Paradox with the deagle. Obviously has the scope as well. Going to be looking for the range. Going to pick up the SMG into that top A house. See where ToxJ is. He's still in the cafe area looking around for some peeks. But OX are playing this one beautifully. No peeking. Just discipline as Lehu is going to finish off both Paradox and ToxJ in just a couple seconds. Bringing it to 10-6. And OX really strong on this attack side, Vince. I'm really impressed.
Absolutely, they are. And hopefully, from their perspective, they're going to carry this on. Froster's on 20 frags and Lehu on 17. So not too much of a gap there between the two. As Shaw again so aggressive into this A house. I love this play. When SMGs do this, it makes me a little moist inside and a bit tingly on the fingers. And he has picked up that frag onto Jermaine. May get the second if he keeps looking at the stairs. Needs to be careful as he will get picked up from ToxJ. If he played that slightly different and a bit more fortunate timing, could have had 2 or 3 frags there. That is one of the vulnerabilities of pushing A fast. However, if you look at the overall manpower here, OX are 2 players up. And that's the great thing about pushing A. It really does take the pressure off the B side, because the TCM at the moment was so desperately trying to flush him out of the A site so they could just concentrate on B. And while he's doing that, the rest of his team kind of just rolled face. Anyway, Paradox did get the frag grenade. Paradox with the second onto Mesa. Great reaction shot there. Mesa was just peeking for a tiny bit too long. Umbe probably should have had a frag in top A there. Onto Lubishmir. Heavily tagged him up. Pulls out the deagle. Misses every single deagle round. He will get dropped. Oh my god. I can't believe a player of this caliber could fail that hard. But it just happened, NZ. That adds the tally of weird and wonderful things that have happened tonight. Lehu will go back onto Paradox. 1 versus 1. The bomb is down. 28 seconds remaining on the timer. Lubishmir versus Lehu. Battle of the L's. Lehu has just caught a glimpse of Lubishmir. Going to come around the corner. Doesn't get the kill onto Lubishmir. And for my money, NC, Lubishmir should have been dead twice there. But especially against Umbe. What was Umbe doing with that deagle?
I don't know, but my desk is currently broke from the massive impact my facepalm caused. Just what the hell, Vince?
The classic face desk.
Indeed. Anyway, 11-6 is your score. As the opening smokes and nades will come out, Mesa going to get a kill with one of his grenades as Jermaine will fall victim to that one. Froster going to be pushing into the Smellens extremely quick. Lehu already in CAF, but he's going to get shut down from Paradox's M4. Has Paradox switched it up to an M4 now? Looks like he has, unless he's just got it as a secondary. Not sure though, so it's going to be a 3v4 regardless. Paradox, Froster and Lubishmir remains. Lubishmir going to come around the corner, finish off Shah. But the bomb's gone down from Mirko, and all OX need to do now is sit in and wait. But Froster's going to kill that bomb planter, which is Mirko. Messa's got the range with the scope. Froster, Paradox and Lubishmir going to be looking to finish this one off. Paradox isn't going to be able to do anything, but Lubishmir is going to get the double frag and win the round for TCM as the defuse will come in from Froster. That's 12-6, and all TCM need now is 1 round to win it.
How critical could that have double fail have been against Lubishmir, man? It was 6-10. If OX pick up that 7-10, and their confidence would have been much higher. However, Lubishmir probably feels like he's got at the moment, as he has also picked up a frag onto Shah. Lehu's been dropped. I think the fat lady is beginning to sing on this matchup. TCM looking strong here. 4 versus 2. Merkel and Massa, the M&M combo, the only thing that are holding off TCM right now. And obviously there isn't much confidence from the OX players as 2 of them have left. ToxJ back onto Massa. Merkel, your last remaining player, spots ToxJ in Melon's going to come around the corner now. Will pick up the frag onto ToxJ. Needs to be careful though, because there are 2 from his right hand side. Paradox pushing in with the deagle. Jermaine with the M4 camping behind the car area. And they have this by and large lockdown. Mirko simply has to be. He has just seen Jermaine's head. Does pick up the frag. 1 versus 1, but Paradox in the back. Was about to say, has to be careful of the B-alley push. And Paradox will pick up the last remaining frag. 13-6, the score at the end there, NZ. And I think you kind of called this. You did say 13-8. But I think